TOAC's mission is to truly pioneer the way the world experiences cacao and chocolate from farm to table in the sense of everyday uses from energy, health and well-being all the way through to chocolate in its most exalted and sensory experience. So at TOAC Chocolate, we've spent the best part of the last 4 or 5 years really focused on a very niche product category. We work with single origin chocolate. We harvest the cacao ourselves with 14 smallholder farmers, and we do everything from the harvest, the fermentation, drying, roasting, packaging, and essentially retailing or fulfillment. Our product is a high-end luxury chocolate. It's made in extremely limited numbers. It's packaged in a handcrafted wooden box. It comes with proprietary tasting utensils, a 60-page booklet that talks about the history of cacao in Ecuador, the making of TOAC chocolate, and how to pair and how to taste fine chocolate. And the other product that we're working on is, if you like, 100% cacao coffee replacement, which is for coffee connoisseurs that would like to have a healthier type of energy that doesn't have the typical crash of coffee. So TOAC came to market in 2014 with a really bold proposition. That was a luxury chocolate. And around 2014 Valentine's Day, we received a lot of national and international TV and newspaper coverage for that product, primarily because of the price point that we brought it out at, which was $270 per unit. Since then, really what we focused on is innovation, product development, and essentially building brand equity. So the point that we're at now is that we feel like we've achieved some of our mission to elevate single origin chocolate to the same level as a fine wine or a vintage whiskey. But what we want to do now is really expand our market to a larger consumer base in keeping with our quality credentials, with our brand equity and brand image, and the really rich story that we have to tell about the origins of cacao and fine chocolate. Consumers are really starting to take on board the idea that fine chocolate is just as complex, if not more complex, than fine wine is in terms of the aromas and the flavors and what's possible. I give you the example of aging chocolate. We've been aging our chocolate in specialty casks such as tequila casks, cognac, whiskey casks, and next year we'll be releasing an edition that's been aged for 5 years in a French oak cognac cask. So I think what's surprising is how open consumers are to really dive into this world of chocolate that hasn't been explored in the past. So in terms of strategic advisors or investors, we're really looking at 2019 as being the year when we really push the brand equity that we've created out to a much wider consumer base. That's going to be with a whole range of new products, as I said, from the everyday through to the most, sensual experience of chocolate that there is. What we're looking for is partners that can not just bring capital, but smart capital or smart equity, if you like. And so we're looking for ways to really access markets in countries that we're not based in the US and Europe, and really focusing on the growth side of the business in terms of marketing, social media, sales, distribution, all of those key elements to help us reach the ultimate consumer, which we know really connects with the product when they have it in front of them and when they experience it. It's really hard to come across brands that offer something that, if you like, is truly authentic. It comes from a heritage, more than 5,300 years of history and culture in Ecuador around cacao. And it's made in a way that is really trying to celebrate diversity in areas such as flavor, aroma, taste, touch, feel, all of these different types of sensory experiences that we crave as humans and that really are disappearing as we continue down this path of mass consumption. What we're so excited about at TOAC is that we're working with the world's oldest and rarest variety of cacao, and we're saving it, through this product, we're saving it from the brink of extinction. And that's, I think, an example for other industries in terms of how we can help to protect these precious resources for future generations.